Now, a warning for anyone who uses Uber after customers' accounts were hacked by fraudsters who took them to the cleaners. Tonight, how scammers are ripping off innocent victims and what you can do to protect yourself.
I was robbed, that's how I felt.
I just assumed it was some form of hacking.
They're the trips they didn't take, but they've copped the bill.
All this money was being taken out. I wasn't getting any answers.
Using Uber has been a rough ride for Sidani Quinn.
Well, Uber was meant to be something that was going to be a convenience for me, for my lifestyle, but it's turned out to be just a real headache for me.
While she was sleeping, her credit card was getting a good workout. Around $600 worth of trips were charged by the car service in pounds and euros.
I mean, these are obviously not transactions that you've made because you're in Australia and these are foreign.
Yes.
But still, did it take you a lot to get Uber to realise that?
Yep, they were not very helpful when I was trying to explain that there were 21 transactions that weren't mine.
I don't know how my account was compromised, but I'm sure this happens all the time.
Kirsten Swan, another victim of these mystery charges, this time about $300 for Uber Eats.
I went to bed that night, woke up the next morning to a missed call from an international number, also a voicemail, which I later listened to, and a gentleman actually was saying, "Why did you order Indian food? You're not picking up your phone." So straight away I thought, oh, it's Uber Eats. And again, I had been charged through my PayPal account $104.
One of the ways that fraudsters could be accessing Uber accounts is the dark web. We understand that hackers are selling stolen login details on this part of the net, which is notorious for illegal activity. Cybersecurity expert Simon Smith.
Well, on the dark web, I was able to find Uber accounts, especially, at a premium price of $4. It doesn't sound like a lot of money to most people, but when credit cards are about 89 cents, is pretty premium.
They gave me no information. They just gave me a female first name to say this was the person using the account. And when I had said, no, that's not me, you should know that because my details are on my account, that's when they said, okay, we'll look into it for you.
Both of these women claim Uber didn't properly explain what had happened. According to Joe Uchukalo, CEO of handlemycomplaint.com.au, that's not good enough.
Uber has very good fraud protection. You can only use the system to book one trip at any one time. This guards against fraud. And the fact that they weren't able to explain to customers where exactly the system has failed them, meaning that fraudulent transactions have occurred, that is of concern.
In a statement, Uber told us,
Uber does not store credit card numbers, which means they can't be stolen from us.
It's not a matter of credit card details being stolen. It's a matter of account details because it's those account details that unlock the accounts of all the other parts like Google Wallet and PayPal that store the credit card details. It's almost a trusted key lock that Uber have. And once you get into Uber, you've got into everything else.
Kirsten was able to get her money back pretty easily.
I just had to provide a couple of proof of my identity and also the fraudulent transactions. And straight away ruled in my favour through PayPal and also Uber, and gladly have my money back in my account now.
Sidani didn't have such a good experience, forced to cancel her credit card and her Uber account.
User beware, and I would be advising people to check their accounts regularly.
Uber eventually gave Sidani a full refund after we contacted them. You can read their statement on our homepage.